So talk to me, right now, do you have any enemies in Trinidad?
Well, personally, we don't have no enemy we know about. We don't have no enemies. We enemies is the government who oppressing the poor people and thing right now in the country, you understand?
Yeah. Go on, youth, yeah, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, youth, yeah, star. Only per pressure, I'm a corner. One time it hard to carry on. You no need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt on the journey so far.
Wagwan Success family, this is O. Christmas List has spoken about the harsh treatment and inhumane conditions he's experiencing while being detained by Trinidad police. He said he hoped to see a judge on Monday to secure bail. Christmas List shared his concern in an audio message which I can share with you, and we will also talk about how the situation highlights a broader issue in Trinidad and Tobago, where the police and the government failure to effectively address crime and violence is embarrassing because now they appear to rely on a foreign YouTuber to do their job for them. This only exposes their inability to control criminal activities and adequately support the communities in Trinidad. Check out Christmas List audio.
Yeah, still here. I'm still here, still locked up. It's been today's day 4. I'm in the hole. I don't know how else to put it. There's no daylight, no nothing. No humans, no nothing. It's not fun. Hopefully I see a judge on Monday and the judge lets me out, gives me some freedom, some bail. Yeah, sleeping on the concrete, there's no pillows, no blankets. I guess as bad as bad could be, but everything will be good. That's just it.
Now, as I said, Christmas List is set to appear before a Master of High Court on June 3rd, which is tomorrow, to address charges of publishing seditious content. After they arrested him on May 28, Christmas List faces up to 2 years in prison if convicted under the Sedition Act. As you know, the charges stem from his social activity, particularly his famous videos on YouTube that is now deleted, where he apparently posted videos featuring gang members from the 6, the 7, and the 9, where they send threats to each other. His attorney Christian J. Williams argues that the sedition charges are unfounded and politically motivated. Christmas List's lawyer is basically saying his arrest is a political stunt. Christmas List's situation raises questions about the actions of the police. If Trinidad and Tobago Police Department thought that the videos were embarrassing, their handling of this situation has been embarrassing as well, because this situation is also highlighting a wider problem in Trinidad and Tobago. Firstly, the presumption of innocence until proven guilty is a fundamental principle of justice. You are cloaking the presumption of innocence until you are proven guilty. Yet, Christmas List treatment appears to violate this same principle. They are already treating him as if he's a convicted felon. Now, the police had been secretly investigating Christmas List. They obtained a warrant to search his apartment and confiscated his equipments, to which they aim to use Christmas List footage for their investigation into gang activities. This is laughable because this move suggests they see him as a significant source of information. Yet again, it raises more questions about the legality and ethics of their action. I also want to touch on social media, how social media is bad and how social media is good. In this case, social media is bad. Not everything we must put on social media, because Christmas List social media posts, specifically posting about his departure plans, basically forced the police to arrest him earlier than they had planned. Now you see how social media is a double-edged sword. Nowadays, law enforcement use social media to monitor people they are investigating, to track their movements. It also endangers your personal safety. Now, let's be honest for a moment. Christmas List's ability to interview top gang members is a rare privilege, which further complicates the situation. It showcased the unique position he found himself in, where the gangs trust him, and he has built that trust with these gangs, or these people, these youths, right, which the police do not have. The police struggle to achieve this level of trust amongst the youth, amongst community members. Also, another thing I want people to also look at is the police could not have legally seized his equipment without a valid warrant, which begs the question, was this warrant valid? Because if not, the lawyer could challenge this in court, because I've seen situations where improper warrants have led to dismissal of cases in the past. Now let's see see if Christmas List lawyers seek clarification on this. The argument about police deleting his videos, which if true could be a serious violation of his rights and further complicate the legality of their actions. As I said, this entire situation is embarrassing for Trinidad. The motivation behind Christmas List arrest should be scrutinized. Is it solely because he facilitated gang members like the 6 and the 7s using his platform to talk about gang activities or to send threat allegedly, right? Or is it also because his work shines a negative spotlight on Trinidad, exposing the government and the police inadequacies in combating crime and violence in the country? Because if you listen closely to some of these videos that are now deleted, his interview revealed deep-rooted social issues, including classism and lack of job opportunities, particularly for qualified youths from certain areas. Now, this paints a broader picture on systemic failure that drive young people towards crime and violence in the country. In Trinidad and Tobago, the youths deserve better support from the government, and Plumpy Boss articulate this perfectly in his video. Check it out.
The first one's the hardest. So talk to me right now. Do you have any enemies in Trinidad?
Well, we don't know enemies. Personally, we don't have no enemies. We know about. We don't have no enemies. We enemies is the government who oppressing the poor people and thing right now in the country. You understand? That is we enemy. Poverty is we enemy. They didn't really stop with that poverty.
Yeah.
But that's some men who they just get trouble. When they come outside, we just go and pay them visit and no man. They didn't just go check them and come. No man. But we don't have no enemies.
But explain, it's not a game of chess. You go check them.
Yeah.
You're going to explain to me.
No, we just pass, pay them a visit and come and buy some normal.
Yes.
We don't have no enemies, you know.
Yeah. So right now, you're...
Now that this situation arises with Christmas List and everything, I must commend Prince Swanny for coming out and calling for peace and calling for more infrastructure for the youths and for them and for the artists to do more for the youths and the community to get rid of crime and violence plaguing Trinidad and Tobago, inner city, the inner communities, right? So check out this audio from Prince Swanny.
Mr. Swan, some of you all might know me as Prince Swan. I know I'm representing the Quantum Foundation. You know, it's all about peace, you know, and I think that I will be a great influence. This campaign, I think, is a great idea. Because how the country going right now, future ain't looking too bright, you know, for the future generation. So I think we can develop some more programs for the youths, you know, maybe sit down with 2-3 officials in the higher departments and see what programs we can do and build you something, you know. At the end of the day, I am an artist and I'm going to sell what the people want. Like, for example, let's see cigarettes selling in the shop. And on the pack of cigarette, they will have, no smoking, don't smoke. Smoking is dangerous for your health. And it's, yet still, every shop, every gas station, they go to, they're selling this stuff. You understand? And then when it's back for the health. My real life is not about what I'm saying about. Tap into the real me. You know? Like, what is my life behind music? What I do every day. Like, stuff like that. So, I might just sing something for the people I'm to hear. But me now, I think all of us as artists, as entertainers, these people in the industry could come together and like come up with a program where we can help the youths and show them, you know, they could use their creativity in this part here, or whatever art they have in this part, or, you know, whatever skill they're in, we come together and we put them out there. It's not about creed and race. It's all about all of us coming together as one and building our need.
Alright, so that's it for today. Just know, sir, whenever there's new updates and anything like that, I will be updating the people. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the subscribe, thanks for the views, thanks for the comments. As always, I'm out.